guys, this week we are talking about ways to be American, and obviously I'm at loss here because I'm not American at all. I'm probably the least American person you will ever meet because I'm so Swedish it hurts sometimes. But I am basically gonna introduce this week to you all, and I'm gonna talk about how to be American and just basically guess everything. I'm not gonna do 10 ways. 10 ways, that was 5, 10. But I'm going to talk to you a little and tell you what I think an American is based on mostly the media. So you can't get offended because you often see in media the bad, negative things, but you don't generally see the good things, which is sad. There should be more of the good things. But I'm also going to add in some things that I've noticed while talking to Americans online and listening to stories of people who have been to America. First, I want to show you this little clip right here.
You're from America, or the US, right? Americans, people that live in America.
This is why I was a little bit scared that people might get offended by my video, because back in 2006, when I first made my first YouTube account and I was 14 years old, I put this video up. Basically, I looked at Urban Dictionary and I listed 4 things that people had written about Americans, and I asked which one was more true, I guess. And people weren't angry with me specifically, they were just fighting in the comments. They were literally having the worst fight ever in the comments, and that was way too much for a 14-year-old to handle, and it got so much views, that video. It got so many views. But I hope that this is just like a friendly little thing that we can laugh at. The way into America seems very, very difficult. And just like, I have always been a bit iffy about airports. I get really scared that for some reason someone will have hidden their cocaine in my bag or something like that, or I'll get caught for something that I obviously didn't do. I'm not a terrorist, but for some reason I get really scared that people will think I am, and that fear comes from American television or the way airports are portrayed in America. So when I finally do go visit the US, I'm gonna be so scared of going there, because I imagine myself having to undress in the middle of the airport and then getting taken to a little tiny room where they search my intimate body parts for cocaine or drugs. And that is just not the way that I want to spend my way of getting into the America. Something else I found that Americans are, they're very patriotic. You love being American, which I think is totally great. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Americans are patriotic in a way that we are definitely not. We sort of make fun of being Swedish, while you guys seem so happy to be American and you celebrate it. The stereotypical American is stupid and fat, and they use a little cart to ride through Walmart. America has a lot of great people. Y'all are very easygoing and friendly, I think. And you're just so helpful and nice, and I like that. Something that I feel that if you move to America, you're probably going to have to get used to everything being supersized. You have supersized meals at restaurants. My dad went to the America once and he ordered a main dish and he almost couldn't finish it. And of course you guys can get things in a doggy bag. We don't do that here. In Sweden we eat what's on our plate, and if we can't finish it, we feel really bad about it. We don't have doggy bags. So naturally, going to America where you get so much food would be torture. Like, you have supersized parking lots and supersized buildings and supersized shops like Walmart and Target. Things come in buckets in America. Buckets of ice cream, buckets of chicken. We don't have that here. Buckets of milk. Like, I want to show you the biggest size of milk that we buy here. This, my dear friends, is the biggest size that you can buy of milk. You buy buckets. I don't understand that. I think you guys probably have to fight a lot of headaches when it comes to politicians. Our politics system, or the politics in Sweden, are totally different from yours. So I shouldn't dive into that area too much because I can't really say exactly how things work. All those politicians who don't think that equal rights is a thing that you want, I get I get headaches. And obviously you guys see this from a different perspective because you guys live there. You have a lot of competitions like spelling bees and math competitions. What are those called? And you have baseball games and football games, and you just have like school spirit. Also, you seem totally into sports. I mean, you have parties, you have actual parties celebrating sports. Like, oh, our team is going to have a match against this other team. Let's have a party before the game, and let's have a party after the game if they win. And hey, we're gonna watch the Super Bowl on TV. Let's have a big barbecue party. That's not a Swedish thing. That's very, very American. I also think that America has some of the best TV shows and films, but also some of the worst TV shows and films. My all-time favorite directors, they are American. You have bad TV shows. You have such amazingly bad TV shows. Jersey Shore, The Hills, Laguna Beach, those are obviously over now. Jersey Shore is not, is it? No. People fighting for their 15 minutes in the spotlights, and people basically do anything to get shown on television, and they're mostly so stupid. Bad Girls Club. If you don't know what this show is, yeah, they put like violent, stupid girls in a mansion and they got to live together, and basically they just fought a lot, or they did very naughty stuff, and they went out partying, and then they drink alcohol and they throw stuff at each other and they spit at each other and they pull each other's hair, and then eventually they would like bully a girl so much that she'd want to leave the mansion, and then they'd bring another one in. They're in this show to prove that they're bad girls. Honestly, what kind of television is that? I'm not gonna judge you for your crazy politicians, and I'm not gonna judge you for all those ignorant, stupid people that you have, because there are tons of ignorant, stupid people where I live as well, and you just have a bigger population, so the media will naturally catch a lot of the stupidity and show it to us. But from what I've heard from others and from what I've seen on the internet, you are very sweet people, and yeah. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!